What happens when very classical French cooking is placed inside Bangkok, quietly by the Chao Phraya River, inside one of the city's most modern spaces? This is Blue by Alain Ducasse, a Michelin star restaurant tucked inside ICONSIAM. But what interested me more than the label was the atmosphere. Calm, restrained, and unhurried. The food is unmistakably French, yet the experience feels shaped by where it exists. Watching the river, sipping a cocktail, savoring a few bites, and letting the meal settle naturally into the rhythm of the city. Sweet and refreshing. I like this one. And now first we have this, looks like many small jelly cubes covering this tart. Oh, that is amazing. Slightly sweet, sour, a bit savory. There's definitely fish in it. And that jelly just like dissolves in your mouth, bringing all the flavors. It's a really refreshing bite. Proceeding to our canapé, we have 3 more beautiful pieces. This one looks like mini sandwich type of thing. At the bottom, this one looks like a piece of brioche, and in the middle we have sardine and top rosemary butter. It's exactly that, a piece of sardine, a soft brioche, and there's a bit of tomatoey flavor from the paste. Rosemary butter, that one I couldn't taste too much though. Still, it's a pleasant bite. Moving on, we have this corn tart with palm fish, some corn at the top. Corn mousse, sweet and creamy, a hint of acidity, and you have a little crunch. Okay, lastly we have this piece that looks like a terrine type of thing. 2 pieces of sourdough, and inside we have this terrine thing, almost like a jelly, and topped with all kinds of green. Rosemary, olive oil, soft and creamy, a little crunch from the sourdough, a bit savory. That is really good. I really like all the bites. And all these are not even included in the menu. And now we have another item, amuse-bouche. This one looks like a cream and beetroot sauce with black currant, almost like an ice cream. Mustard, just ever so slightly to give you a spicy kick among the sweetness of the beetroot and this ice cream-like thing. That mustard, like just that hint of mustard is the soul. That is interesting. Dill, really refreshing. Dill and that hidden hint of mustard is like amazing. This is a really refined ice cream, much needed in this weather. First course, this is scallop with clementine, orange sauce, and some pepper. On the top we have caviar. Interesting. Looks like the clementine is stuffed in the scallop, like they slice it away to produce some crevices and have the clementine stuffed in. I wasn't given a knife on this. I should probably have one. I'm gonna try the sauce. It's sweet and sour and fruity and has the really strong orange/clementine flavor in there. All right, now I have the knife. Scallop is really tender though. Big mouthful bite. The scallop is so tender and almost creamy, so fresh. The clementine, slightly sweet, slightly sour, just adds a little bit to the seafood dish. The texture is amazing, but it's just that the caviar itself didn't provide too much impact, maybe just a little bit senility in this case. Then the bread fermented for 48 hours. Butter is really soft. This must be house-made. Our butter is really good. Very nice dairy aroma in there. The sourdough is fine, but butter is good. Again, great butter. Soft and velvety, very nice mouthfeel. I like the dinnerware. Beautiful. Moving on, we have this beautiful bowl of 3 chestnuts with further shaving of maybe chestnut again, and the foam is made with chestnut. The menu says there's breast chicken, maybe it's hidden inside. This is actually a ravioli. You don't see it when it's been covered by the sauce, but once you lift it up with your spoon, you can see the ravioli folded edges. And there's chicken mince in it with a little bit black truffle flavor, and you have the chestnut cream mousse type of thing. nutty and creamy, a little sweet, and almost like a little caramel flavor. Probably from the butter, beurre noisette, right? Like when you caramelize the milk solid of the butter, you have that flavor. Oh yes. This is amazing. Haven't thought of this flavor combination before, but you know what? It is absolutely great. This one is mussel from New Zealand, and we have confit trout and piece of conqua, and the sauce is made by a squash called Petit. Beautiful. It tastes a bit of the sauce. You have the sweetness from the squash, and there's a hint of spice and hint of sourness, lemon. This mussel's got some more puree at the bottom. Oh, extremely tender, briny confit trout. Extremely tender with some fragrance from orange, or is that conqua? There's a hint of that zesty feel. The confit trout is not fatty in your mouth. It looks tender and somewhat fatty, but like in your mouth, it feels somewhat lean. This might be wild caught. Is this daikon? It's some kind of tuber and has a bit like the sweetness and bitterness. These are also a little crunch from these little pieces. Second mocktail, lavender syrup, soda, and rosemary. Herbaceous, slightly sour, not sweet. Moving on, we have our beautiful main course, Wyborg on amber, celeriac, and green pepper sauce. I don't know what rareness is this, but this one looks a bit, I don't know, overcooked. Actually, it doesn't taste overcooked. It's not chewy, but it does have a bit of gamey flavor, but in this case, it's really like livery flavor. I don't know if this is maybe a bit overcooked. It's still decent though. We have the green pepper sauce. With the sauce, they can cover the livery flavor a little bit. The sauce, I think it's like made by the reduction of the jus. Then there is a bit peppercorn. Let's try a little bit of the celeriac in the meanwhile. That's some small onion diced or something. Really soft apple, kind of look like onion though. Celeriac, earthy, slightly sweet. And also these, I don't know if that's like apple flesh slices. Potato chips. Overall, great flavor combination. It's just, I think the board is a tad overcooked. The manager just confirmed with the chef that is indeed how they make it, but they asked me if they can make something else for me to make me happy. Then I said, okay, sure. They're gonna make me a chicken dish from the other menu. For that dish, I think that's fine still. I mean, it's not a bad dish by any means. It's just the board does have that like a bit livery flavor. Again, I don't know if that's the gamey flavor itself. It looks kind of overcooked, but when I taste it, it's not. I don't really know here. Moving on, here I have this replacement dish. The kitchen replaced the board with this plate of beautiful chicken from France and chicken reduction jus, a tart of onions and truffle, and on the top of the chicken, there is a bit more truffle, and I really like the texture. It's almost like marble or some kind of like amber. Oh, that's just the jus, but like, that looks beautiful. And we have a piece of chicken with some skin. Oh, truffle stuffing, that's why. There's a technique, but I forgot exactly what's the name, but like you basically stuff part of like the truffle or pate or whatever in the meat, so create this bi-color, bi-pattern presentation. I'm much more satisfied with this one. The chicken is very tender but also has strength. Reminds you of breast chicken in France. I don't know if that's the exact same breed, but the texture is very similar. And you have chicken skin wrapping around the thing, so it has a bit of this chicken oil aroma, and at the same time the skin is really like bouncy. Very nice texture. The truffle pate and the jus, of course, also provide depth of flavor. This is much better. Actually, I have confirmed this is indeed breast chicken. Let's do the tart, one bite. There's a little bit pate in there. So like chicken meat again, onion puree, maybe a little parsnip, like a little sweet, little earthy, little nutty, and a bit of truffle aroma. Really nice. Even the sauce is amazing. I want to finish every last drop of it. It has a very intense, rich, deep flavor, umami, and you have a hint of rosemary, thyme. Amazing. Then we have this piece of beautiful bread. Looks similar to croissant, but not. Like, I don't know the name, but it's belonging to that family, right? Oh, really nice flaky texture. Just, oh yes. It's gonna get your hands really oily though.
Really pleasant, lightly seasoned, a bit buttery. Just the flavor from the dough, a bit butter, a bit salt. That's it. But that simple combination is quite good. This one doesn't really need butter, but you could have more butter on it. This meal will get me full for sure. Before moving on to dessert, there's a section of hand washing. Essential oil, Thai flour. Moving on to the last section, we have these combination of beautiful dessert. This is Hokkaido ice cream with Hokkaido foam made with chestnut. And here we have a baked tart of apple and quince. And I have two more items courtesy of the pastry chef. This is a beautiful piece of chocolate with chocolate sauce from the factory of Alain Ducasse. They source their own chocolate. And this transparent jelly thing is made with peanut water. And here we have a mango sorbet. Hokkaido ice cream and the foam. Let's try a little bit of the foam here. A light chestnut cream with a slight sweetness, and there is a hint of liquor in it. Small apple pieces in there, a little crunchy, subtle sweetness from the chestnut, vanilla ice cream. There's also chestnut mousse at the very bottom, so like a more light and airy, subtle chestnut foam with a somewhat more dense chestnut cream, just to add more variation to make the dessert overall more interesting. And we have the baked tart with apple and quince. Slightly fruity, not very sweet, slightly buttery scent from the pastry. Simple but good. Upgraded version of McDonald's apple pie. Sorbet. Simple but good. Velvety texture, melt in your mouth, slightly sweet and refreshing. But this one doesn't have any dairy in it because sorbet is without dairy. With dairy, it's ice cream. There's a hint of herbs in there as well. Here we have our beautiful chocolate, quite some stuff in there. Different nuts, chocolate, peanut butter jelly. Oh, that is really, really good. There's so many nuanced textures in there. You have that chocolate, just like smooth, a little bitter, velvety texture, very rich. And you have this slight crunch from like these different bits of nuts or some other things in there. Or is that umami or like smoky? I couldn't even tell. A bit zesty inside as well, just to punctuate the thick, slightly bitter, natural chocolate flavor. I think the umami that I was referring to, it's from the zesty, slightly sour spike. That gave me the impression that there might be a bit of umami there. This is really good. Not a sweet one, but a great one. Lastly, coming to an end, we have the Petit food section. So we have 4 items here representing 4 factories of Alain Ducasse. This one is ice cream, this is chocolate, this is a biscuit, and this is coffee. The ice cream first with lemon in it, another refresher. Oh yeah, it is very refreshing. Almost like sorbet. Chocolate, hazelnut in it, biscuit. Again, a hint of lemon in it, coffee, cappuccino. Oh, that is some good coffee. So that wraps up the whole meal. The entire experience is absolutely fantastic. The food is very good, perfectly executed. The only remark I'll add is the whiteboard. But after communicating with one of my followers slash friend who is an authoritative source on this matter, it turns out that the livery flavor is the natural flavor from the game, hence gaminess. It is an acquired taste and not for everyone, and the boars here are farm raised and they don't have the time in a natural environment to develop a more rich aroma and a gamey flavor. Hence, this is sort of the flavor profile of farm raised boar. Pork should never be undercooked, and when I chew it, it's not dry. But still, the kitchen replaced me with a plate that makes me much happier. Needless to say, the service is absolutely amazing. And the entire meal has a lot of things, as you can see. We have canapés, we have amuse-bouche, we have 5 items with the additional swap item, but let's just count it as 5 items. Then we have dessert, also some additional courtesy from the pastry chef, but other than that, we also have petit food, we have 2 mocktails, and coffee all thrown in. And all that package for a total price of 3,500 baht before tax and tips. This value is insane for this type of food delivery and environment. You will easily have a markup of 300 to 500% in France or in New York City. This is simply an amazing meal, extreme value, highly recommended. And this is Fuski. Like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Ciao.